Hello everybody and welcome back to Gran Turismo 4. Last time we started and finished our well, not started and finished. We finished our license tests for that international B license. In this episode, we're going to be taking advantage of the fact we finished those by showcasing the last category of things we haven't done yet. Now accepting mission entries. A variety of race situations have been set up. See if you can complete them all. Welcome to the driving missions. These are a set of certain situations you have to get yourself through. For specifically 1 through 10, it's going to be passing people. 11 through, 11 through 20 are 3-lap battles, which see you controlling a car and getting your way from last place to the start, to first, despite you being getting a late start. Number 20 through 24 are slipstream battles where you have to get yourself in front using the slipstream and drafting. 25 through 34 are 1-lap magics. Essentially, the 3-lap magics, but brought up to an extreme level as you have to do it in 1 lap this time. And with even higher time starts, even higher late time starts. With this one right here, Mission 34 being the most difficult challenge to complete. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now, we have to start off with the basics. To pass Deep Forest. This is a mission for improving basic overtaking techniques. Venue is the Deep Forest track with one simple hairpin bend. So to start off, we start off basic with 2 Mini Coopers and a turn. The left corner, just after you come over the hill, is a passing point. Brake so that you go through on the inside of the rival car. Be careful, because if you brake too late, you won't be able to stick it to the inside of the corner. Try to find the brake timing that's not too early and not too late. So you'll notice something. These give you A-Spec points. These are essentially some of the most difficult challenges you can do in Gran Turismo 4. Because of that, every one of these gives you 250 A-Spec points. So start off basic, we got ourselves 2, looks like Fiat 500s. I thought I said something like Mini Coopers. Looks like Fiats instead. And just like that, it's done. First one is done. And you get your own little jingle for completing it. And you even get yourself a little bit of cash. So let's see. Let's go back and go to the second one. So these missions are weird. The game considers them races, but they're not really because you're just doing situations, right? But they all are worth 250 points of A-Spec. So I don't really know what's going to happen. I didn't even bother reading it. I gotta read it. I gotta stop mashing buttons whenever I get to the menu. Okay, let's see. This is the approach to the right-hand bend after the gentle left corner, which is this is the only chance for overtaking. Point the car at the inside of the corner and brake whilst heading for the inside of the rival car. If you take the straighter braking line, you can brake later than the rival car. Looks like we're in a BMW. He's in a BMW. We just gotta draft him until we get over here. We gotta draft him until we can get over him. Or pass him up. So the thing is, the only penalty you get for playing dirty is just a 5-second like speed limit penalty, like how you do, like what you get whenever you do rally races. So essentially, you don't really have to try all that much when it comes to the first few driving missions. The later ones, though, you have to try your ass off just to get them done. Like the 3-lap magic and the 1-lap magic battles are hell to get done because you essentially have to have perfect runs with. Sure, you have really good cars, but it doesn't help in the fact you start late. You have to get from last place to first in 1 lap or 3 laps, and it's usually either a really fast car or a really slow car. So either way, it's one of the extremes, and you have to get used to how one of those cars drives. Here we are in mission 3. The pass Côte d'Azur. There is a tight right turn after the long downhill. Since this is a smaller corner, if you're going too fast, you won't make it, so be careful. Brakes are harder to apply whilst going downhill, and there is a higher risk of oversteer. Also, I promise you, I'm gonna read both of the ones I accidentally skipped whenever I get off of this event, so don't worry. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Behind me, that's where he's at. Let's go! Also, you'll notice that completing one of these has their own little special jingle. And I love the jingle for the Mexico completed driving mission so much. It's such a like calming thing, right? It's so calming just to hear the jingle after completing a driving mission. But anyways, let's go read these real quick, and then we're going to driving mission 4. This is Grand Valley, the past Grand Valley. This is an introduction to the racing techniques where you practice driving the new BMW 3 Series, brake late, and pass smoothly through the inside of the rival, or a rival car, I'm pretty sure. Time braking correctly to take the inside of the rival cars on this street circuit. This is an overtaking mission with tight, blind corners to contend with. Past Seattle. Overtake cleanly on the Seattle circuit with its long straight and on one sharp bend. This mission captures the essence of how to effectively brake hard from high speeds. So welcome to the past Seattle. This 180-degree right corner after the long straight. The 180-degree right corner after the long straight is a passing point. As the road surface on the city streets is particularly flat and not banked towards the outside of the corner, it is essential that you do not brake too late, the deciding factor for winning in this mission. Oh, that was a lot. I thought I was going to go up to the uphill section of Seattle. Never mind. So as you can see, these appear easy, right? But other than the first 10, they're not really. Except for maybe slipstream battles. Other than these first 10, it becomes insane how difficult these things are about to get. Especially with stuff like 3-lap magic. You have to have a perfect 3 laps to get back up to the front. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get on to the past high speed ring. After overtaking mission, another overtaking mission. This is practice for putting together a series of maneuvers right from the first corner. Ooh, sorry. Alright, let's get into it with the past high speed ring. First, race to the left-hand bank corner. Aim to pass a rival car at the first right of the following. The following is spent by braking correctly. Be careful not to brake too late or you will drift outwards and you will be overtaken on the following bend. So it looks like both of us are in Honda. No, these are Peugeot 206s. Forgive me for that. See, that's all you really get for smashing into a wall. But I'm sure you saw something right there. You get to actually just quick retry from the menu. That's why I think driving missions are so weird. Is I consider it like a license test level of difficulty. but it doesn't consider it an actual like race since usually you have to exit back and go hit retry manually. Come on, right there. Yeah, yeah. I knew I'd win that. Probably the longest one we've done so far, but I don't know. I don't think the prizes ever actually increase for doing driving missions. Like in that, I mean the cash money. I don't think the cash money ever like or the cash ever goes up. I think it always stays at like 1,000, which is a shame. I think it should go up just for completing more and more. Just give us like another reason to, just give us another reason to do this, right? Like 1,000 is 1,000, but like, it's this one money. All right, I didn't reach this one, but it's Tsukaba Circuit, and this is an overtaking mission where you will have to maintain a continuous driving rhythm through the tough part of Tsukaba Circuit. First, decide on the best way to come out of the Dunlop corner, and then continue through the high-speed 80R, and brake into the right hairpin. Be careful not to move too far towards the outside of the corner. And we're both in Mazda Miatas. See, you don't really get a penalty for doing that. I know I shouldn't be cheating the game like that, but I mean, I just wanted to see if it'd work. All right, well, congratulations, you beat Sakata Circuit. So we only got like 4 more of these from the first 10, which is surprising. I figured at least the first 10 would be at least a little bit more difficult, right? Of course, after this, it does get insanely more difficult, so take that way you will. What did I just say? I don't know. Anyways, let me read it real quick. This overtaking mission uses the most difficult part of Tsukaba Circuit from Dunlop Corner to the second hairpin. For this overtaking mission, you are driving the new Golf GTI. Practice your skill with a series of maneuvers up to the corner where you overtake your opponent. So let's see. Let's see what it tells us. It's a little tip. So let's see what you got for us. Close the gap in the first long sweeping left corner. After exiting the tunnel, then pick up speed as you exit the corner. After the next gentle right, you can gain some distance by taking a straight line as you are braking towards the inside of the right-hand corner. So we're in brand new Volkswagen Golfs and got ourselves a little driving mission to do. This car handles poorly. I'm sorry, this car just handles so horribly. Like, I wanted to steer, but it's not fucking steering at all. It feels stiff for me to control. Like, I don't know what that was wrong with that Volkswagen Golf. I don't know if it actually feels like that in real life. I hope to God it doesn't feel like that in real life, because that would fucking suck. That car just felt insanely stiff. Anyways, let's see what our next one is. I think it was a Nissan 350Z or 370Z. This mission is set in the first half section of Trial Mountain with a severe undulating section and continuous high-speed S-bends. Let's see what we got ourselves. So, running through the high-speed S section with a smooth driving rhythm, the left corner leading to the tunnel becomes a passing point. The best strategy is to take the inside of your opponent as the road begins to climb. Be careful not to lose too much speed here, or the other car could regain the lead upon exiting the corner. So I like to turn 350Zs, I want to say. Oh, this one handles a lot better than the last car. I am better! So this was a 350Z Gran Turismo 4 LTD ED05 versus an Infiniti G35. Okay. Let's go to our next one. So, the Past 9, Motegi Oval. This overtaking mission takes place on the infamous steep downhill straight at Twinri Motegi. This is a break battle between every matched high-performance GT class cars. Evenly matched high-performance GT class cars. So, the right corner after the steep downhill straight is an ideal passing point, although it is important to find the appropriate timing for braking in order to move to the inside. Be mindful of the smooth line coming out of the corner, one that uses the full width of the course after you pass your rival. Okay, let's go. So we're in actual race cars now, so this thing controls very sharply. Oh, okay, yeah, I need to restart that. Alright, there we go. Now we got it. Yeah! So we were both in NSXs. Alright, so let's see. We got ourselves one last The Pass driving mission before we're well done with the episode for today. So let's see what this one wants from us. The Pass Sarth 1. This is a continuous overtaking mission using the famous Huna Undiera straight, two chicanes, and the Musselane corner for the famous Circuit de la Sarthe. So the Le Mans track is the last one. Actually, is this Le Mans? I don't know if this is a Le Mans track or not. Anyways. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, Jesus, I didn't even bother to read it. Give me a second. This is an overtaking mission where you need to pass 3 cars in succession at 3 locations. The first right to left chicane that appears after the straight, the second is the left to right chicane, and the right hand bend after the final straight. So what if I told you Circuit de la Sarthe is a track where you don't really have to take these turns all too accurately. You take the straight, you should cut through where you're actually supposed to go, and then you just kind of speed by the opponents. If I can hit it right, I think I could pass all three of them in one go. So we're driving a Renault Aventime, which is like minivan. Oh, okay, okay. You did not have to do that. Okay. Ooh, okay, there we go. So we passed two, and now we have one more little chicane to go through before we can actually pass this guy up here. See, you can just kind of cut through and just win. Alright, so that's it, I think, pretty much for this. Unless this guy somehow manages to catch back up, which I don't think he is. I think that's it. At least for the first 10 driving missions. Let's see. I'm gonna have to start breaking up here soon. Yep, okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, there we go. And we finished with almost a second ahead of this guy. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. So, would you believe me if I told you that there were prize cards for driving missions? Which we're about to get. One. So, for completing driving missions 1 through 10, we get ourselves the DMC DeLorean S2! A really, really, not really obscure car. It's obscure in the way that this thing is pretty much unknown outside of Back to the Future. So, it's a pretty cool car to have in here. Is it practical? Not really. It's kind of slow. Is it fun to have? Yes. So, that's for completing 1 through 10. As you can see, the color codes kind of correspond to what we're going to get prize cards. Get prize cards for completing all the oranges, prize cards for completing all the blues, at least I think, unless it's split up like weirdly. Prize card for completing all the reds, and prize card for completing all of the purple driving missions. With that said though, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's check out our new car before I send you off. So let's scroll down, go down to DMC, go to the DeLorean, get in. Let's see what we got ourselves here. Back out. Nice looking car. And I will see you guys next time.